William Ruto brought the affordable housing and there was outcry out there. People are saying they be left alone to do their own houses. And I had a conversation with him and he says, no, we need houses. And I told him, Mwai Kibaki did a lot of housing, but not the actual construction. The government did not have a housing program. All Mwai Kibaki did was to open up the bypasses, provide infrastructure in terms of sewage, electricity, and water. And the private sector, on its own, build houses all over Nairobi. And they are there for everybody to see. There is no need for government to compete with the private sector to put up houses. The work of government is not to do houses, it's to provide services. And of course, he said, I'm not Mwai Kibaki, I will do things differently. So one of the things we intend to do, those of us who are like-minded who want to have a regime change in 2027, is to scrap the housing levy and reinstate the housing initiative to the private sector by government just providing services. Just do roads, water, open up, and things will just come up on their own. Again, I must say, I went to see Mwai Kibaki in 1988. I was a student leader at the University of Nairobi. I was the chairman of the Nyeri University Student Association. And through my then member of parliament, the late Matuamai, I sought an appointment to see the vice president. And I went to his office in Jogo House. And we had a lot of discussion, and he wanted to know what are my ambitions, and I told him I'm interested in business. I had thought he would give me some money to start the business. Not Mwai Kibaki. He went on his shelf, behind him, there were many books. And he looked through, produced one book and gave it to me. That book, the author is called Jonathan Black. It's called The Oil. He said, if you want to do business, go and read this book, you'll be a good businessman. That is his mentorship, and today I'm a good businessman, instead of tokenism. Judy, please work quickly to finish the mausoleum in Othaya, because much as we are having this ceremony here, the villagers back home would like to celebrate Mzee, and they would like to come and remember him. And since we cannot bring them here to Nairobi, to listen to Professor Kagwanja and foreign policy, they would just like to come to Othaya just to remember the old man for what he did for the people of Othaya, for what he did for the people of this country. Professor Kagwanja, thank you. On the foreign policy, you have told us Mwai Kibaki, his foreign policy was based on the best interest for this country. The other day I talked about our foreign policy in Sudan that is driven by commercial interest. And I saw one of the Ruto flower girls yesterday trying to lecture me that I shouldn't talk about it because I sold to some constitution. The constitution that I and Muturi sold to is to do the right thing and to keep the law. It's not to enable other countries to buy arms to kill children. And Eugene Wamalwa, you know, we are looking at what is happening about THEREPORTERKE. We are unable to understand what is this viciousness against children by the present government. Even the colonial government that was very brutal, it never went for the children. Muzungu, they were very brutal, but they spared the children. So we have seen a situation where an administration has panicked because this one term is becoming real. So they have gone berserk. They have gone berserk, and they are now fighting shadows, including schoolgirls. From 2 girls, from 3 girls. These are harmless girls. How fluid is your government if girls can bring it down? Girls. Surely. You know. So when you look at the situation in the Sudan, we are allowing gold to be processed in Kenya and guns to be smuggled through Nairobi to go and kill children in the Sudan. So we are asking, what is this bile against young children? We saw the killing of the Gen Zs, the abductions of young children. What is this bile against innocent young children? So as we move on, let's pray for the country. And Ambassador, again, to shukuru wewe. Now I'm looking at General Gachangi here, and I want to say, if General Gachangi was the director of NIS, that play would not have been banned in Nakuru if it had to be banned. Because it came all the way from the sub-county, nobody noticed. It went to the county, nobody noticed. It went to the region and it became number 3, nobody noticed. They only noticed about it in Nakuru, in the finals, because of a failed intelligence system. You know, that will not happen. So if a decision needed to be made that is a bad play and people should not see it, ingesimamishiwa huko mbali, because the officers on the ground every day, lakini watu wote wamelala, kila mtu anatafuta pesa. Hii serikali ni ya biashara. Watu ya intelligence wanatafuta biashara, watu ya polisi wanatafuta biashara, rais mwenyewe anatafuta biashara. Sasa, you know, these are things that would make Mwai Kibaki turn in his grave. You know, tuko na shida kubwa, lakini Mungu anatusaidia. So Jacob Haji, we are forming a political party in May. Tutatangaza. We look for a way to work with the Democratic Party. We would like to be associated with Mwai Kibaki and what he achieved. Wacha ni introduce huyu Ketu Waruguru, simama, pigia makofi. Huyu mrembo ya Laikipia. Then we have our daughter. She's called Gatha in Kikuyu land. The Honorable Gathoni wa Muchomba. Tuko na Masi Kakuya, alikuwa mjumbe hapo Kasarani. She has been associated with this party for a long time. Of course, tuko na Norman Nyaga na wengine, na tumeshukuru sana, and the organizers of this function, we are honored. Tuko na Jane Kihara, the great lady of Naivasha. Alichaguliwa as an MP kwa hii chama ya Democratic Party. She's a third member, ako kwa tamu ya 3. Na nikali anaangushaga wanaume 7 kila uchaguzi. Wote wanaweka chini. These strong women, they are strong people. So tumeshukuru sana, and thank you very much, and asanteni sana Ambassador Muthaura and your team that supported Mwai Kibaki. We honor you because you made him great by serving him well and helping him to steer this country, even as he advanced in age. You know, his things were going very, very well. But again, it is him who gave you the opportunity and allowed you to work. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Haya, mupige makofi. The people deputy president. Sio ndio hiyo? Yeye sio mtu kuandikwa, alichaguliwa na wananchi. Simpige makofi basi tusikie. Haya, asante sana. Now hata mimi mnipigie sasa makofi sababu nimemaliza shughuli yangu. I'll now hand over to Juma kuja chukue tekofa.
Secretary General DP. A round of applause for all that third session. We had great minds. People have taken us down the history line, and we really, really appreciate. There are 2 people between us and lunch, and I'll kindly request them to be very, very brief. Our chairman DP and the party leader. Tafadhali. Chairman first, perhaps the party leader.